Hello everybody, my name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I live here in the city of Memphis, state of Tennessee, in the county of Shelby. And today's date is early Sunday morning, November the 16th, 2014, time 2:40 a.m. I want to first say thank you to all my fans, my support, for your continued encouragement and support. I'll continue to keep myself employed at a company here in the city of Memphis, state of Tennessee, in the county of Shelby, called America, right there on the corner of Vance Avenue and Walnut Street, and I'll continue to further my education at Monroe College online. I'm pursuing my associate degree in business administration with a concentration in marketing. And as I informed my fans last week, I've been in the process of pursuing my music, my entertainment music interest, and I've already been taking pictures and photographs of pictures and things in there. But tomorrow, well, today is Sunday. Today, Sunday, this Sunday afternoon, I'll be shooting my music video. I'll be shooting my music video for my single that I recorded in One Sound Studio. So and then once I shoot the video, it's gonna have to be edited and prepared and everything. Make sure it's up to quality and things in nature. But definitely this Sunday afternoon, I'll be shooting my video. Excuse me. Now, on today's video, we're gonna continue our talk and our discussion on African traditional religion and West African traditional religion. And let's get to it. And also, now today, we always have to make sure that when we say African traditional religion, West African traditional religion, you have to acknowledge the people, recognize the people. So, we always go through a process to make sure we identify varieties of people in and around the African continent that are associated or identified as being practitioners of African traditional religion, West African traditional religion. And there are many groups of people who are classified by their language, and not only by their language, but by their nationality and ethnicity, their race, their color, their tribe, and gender also, male, female, man, woman. But for today's video, I want to make sure that I make sure I let everybody know where I'm coming from, where this material and information is coming from, because it's very important that no one be misled. So I want to make sure that I inform everyone that the majority of the information that we're going to go over today, and also in the past, was influenced by the National Open University of Nigeria, their online courseware. And you can go online and you can find it because it's there. They put it there, and I mean, they put it there. It's not some clandestine operation or some try to steal books or information from different countries. The National Open University of Nigeria, they are the ones who put this information online. So that's where I've been going, and that's where we're going to go today and next week. That's where I've been going in the past. The majority of the material that I've been talking about, it was basically coming from the National Open University of Nigeria's online courseware. Now also, just like when we be talking about the language thing, you know, I intentionally went to Wikipedia. I intentionally did that for the very simple reason because for some apparent reason, people make it seem like it's something so hard. Make it seem like it's so hard. But all you had to do, just like the historical record. When you hear me talk about the historical record, what's so hard about the historical record? All you had to do is go to Wikipedia. That's where it came from. When I be talking about the languages, what's so hard? I went to Wikipedia. That's where it came from. So, you know, you make it sound like it's so hard, you know. But it's online, it's right there for everybody. Everybody got access to information. We in that day and time where information is accessible. Information is accessible, so that's what I did. I access information. It's not that hard. So we're gonna get into our discussion and our talk on African traditional religion, West African traditional religion. Excuse me. And when we talk about African traditional religion, West African traditional religion, it's not to the exclusion of other religions, faiths, whatever, for the reason that people all over the world are influenced by the phenomenon referred to as religion. You know, there are a lot of influence around the world, around the world. Food, culinary arts is an influence around the world. Language is an influence. People are influenced all around the world by language, by the food they eat, by the clothes they wear. Fashion is an influence around the world. People identify themselves all around the world by the clothes they wear. See, it's not just about the language. See, people have all many variety of forms and methods of identifying themselves, not just by their language. Then their with in accordance with language, alphabet. See, when people speak their language, they use verbal, verbally express yourself. But people also, in conjunction with their language, they use the alphabet, and that's very influential. Very influential. People are influenced by letters and numbers, and people are influenced by colors, red, blue, black, white, gray, and not just color, but all being when we say colors, colors, but also skin color. People are influenced by skin color, and people are influenced by gender, like a man, a woman, a boy, a girl. People are influenced all around the world by gender. So, and when we say language, gender, color, language, music. That's the one I almost missed. That's the one I didn't want to miss. Music. Music influences people all around the world. People are influenced by music, sound, but a specific sound, music. People all around the world are influenced by music, and people are influenced by what they call it's arts, but like the furniture. That's an art. People are influenced by the furniture, but I can't. It's an art. they are all around the world. People are influenced by that form of art because you can make vases. You know, many people around the world make different type of vases to put water in, or to put to store. Let's just say to store their meal, what they call it, the corn meal, to store flour. They use pots or vases. So all around the world, people are influenced by that. So when it comes to religion, you have to put it into your respect. You can be like, oh, okay, that's what you mean. When we say religion, people all around the world are influenced by religion. So when we say African traditional religion, it's a very in West African traditional religion. People all around the world are influenced by African traditional religion, West African traditional religion, and the information that I'm referring to is coming from the National Open University of Nigeria's online courseware. It's not being stolen. It's not being what they call it when you go online hack. I didn't hack the university's computer system and stole the documents and stole this material. This material is put online by the National Open University of Nigeria. It's there, the National Open University of Nigeria's online courseware. They are the ones who put it online, and that's what we are referring to. So today, on today's video, we're gonna be going on African traditional religion because there's some in the very beginning of introduction to African traditional religion. There's some definitions that's referring to religion that we really need to point out these definitions in the very beginning, and also African traditional religion and culture. So if we're gonna okay, introduction to African traditional religion is CTH 192. And African traditional religion and culture is CTH 491. Now next week, on our next week video, we're gonna really need to get to based on these definitions, we really need to get to philosophy of religion. We really need to get to that. We need to get to that. Philosophy of religion is philosophy of religion is CTH 043. Philosophy of religion. And it's another philosophy of religion. It's CTH 233. Philosophy of religion. And we need to get to sociology of religion. It's CTH 352. CTH 352. Sociology of religion. We need to get to that. But today and tomorrow, we're going to deal with, we're going to talk about CTH 192, Introduction to African Traditional Religion. And also tomorrow we're going to continue with CTH 491, African Traditional Religion and Culture. We're going to make sure we go over the languages and things of this nature, because it's very important, because you need to listen. Now, Afro-Asiatic language classification. The Berber, the Chadic, the Cushitic, the Egyptian, the Omaic, and Semitic. You hear that ick on the end? It's all about, it's four of them. You got the Egyptian and the Berber. And then you had the Chadic, the Semitic, Omaic, and Cushitic. Now, the Afro-Asiatic language, Berber. There's some varieties of Berber. Tashilkit, Kabyle, Atlas, Tamizite, Riffian, Shawi, Tuareg. And also, I almost forgot to mention, because that was another reason why next week is that I know it was something I almost forgot next week also. It's Linguistics 1 and Linguistics 2. That's what I forgot to mention. But Linguistics 1 and Linguistics 2. Linguistics 1 is LIN 111, and Linguistics 2 is LIN 112. We're gonna get into that next weekend. Next week. I know it was something. Okay, that was the Berber language classification. Is classified as an Afro-Asiatic language. The Berber. Now listen. Omaic. You hear that at the end? Omaic is a language that is classified as an Afro-Asiatic. Afro-Asiatic. You hear that ick on the end? Asiatic. And the Omaic is the North and South Omaic. And the South Omaic is Aroy, Hammer, Bene, Ari, Dame, and Cairo. And the North Omaic is non-Aroy, Mayo, Bambasi, West Mayo, Ozo, Sizi, Ganze, and Dazo, Dizzy, Chico, Naya, Gunge, Gamoje, Gunge, Keyford, Boro, and Philo, Kafe, Chikacho, and Gamoje, Yimse, Omite, Gamire, Benz, and Chare. And the Omaic language is classified as an Afro-Asiatic language. Now, the Chadic language is classified as an Afro-Asiatic language. And the West Chadic has two branches, A, the Hase, the Ron, Bodi, the Angus language, and the B, the Badi, Waja, and Zoa. That's the West Chadic. I'm watching the clock. BU, Medare, Central Chadic. It's three branches, which include A, the Bure, Kamwi, and Bete language, among others, and B, Badume, and Muzugu language, and C, Gaidar. Then the East Chadic, two branches, which include A, the Tunak, and Siri, and Kire, and B, the Dangaliad, and Kulu, and Socorro language, and Mese. And the Chadic language is classified as an Afro-Asiatic language. The Cushitic language is classified as an Afro-Asiatic language. And the branches of the Cushitic language is the Baya, North Cushitic, Central Cushitic, Highland East Cushitic, Lowland East Cushitic, Dale, and South Cushitic. And the Cushitic language is classified as an Afro-Asiatic language. Egyptian language is classified as an Afro-Asiatic language. You have Archaic Egyptian, Old Egyptian, Middle Egyptian, Late Egyptian, Demotic Egyptian, and Coptic Egyptian. And the Egyptian language is classified as an Afro-Asiatic language. Now, the Semitic language is classified as an Afro-Asiatic language. Now, the Arabic language is classified as a Semitic language. And the Semitic language is classified as an Afro-Asiatic language. So, classical Arabic and the varieties of Arabic, classical Arabic, modern standard Arabic, colloquial or dialectical Arabic. And the Arabic language is classified as a Semitic language, and the Semitic language is classified as an Afro-Asiatic language. Amharic is classified as a Semitic language, and the Semitic language is classified as an Afro-Asiatic language. The Amharic language is the official language of the African nation of Ethiopia. And the Amharic language is classified as a Semitic language, and the Semitic language is classified as an Afro-Asiatic language. Now, the Canaanite language is classified as a Semitic language, and the Semitic language is classified as an Afro-Asiatic language. Now, the Canaanite language has some variety. Hebrew is classified as a Canaanite language. There's some varieties of Hebrew. We have Archaic Biblical Hebrew, Standard Biblical Hebrew, Late Biblical Hebrew, Israeli Hebrew, Dead Sea Scroll Hebrew, Mishnaic Hebrew, Ammonite Hebrew, Moabite Hebrew, Edomite Hebrew, Biblical Hebrew, Tiberian Hebrew, Mizrahi Hebrew, Yemenite Hebrew, Sephardic Hebrew, Ashkenazi Hebrew, Mishnaic Hebrew, Medieval Hebrew, Hashkali Hebrew, Modern Hebrew, Israeli Hebrew, Ancient Samaritan Hebrew, Samaritan Hebrew. The Hebrew language is a Canaanite language, and the Canaanite language is a Semitic language, and the Semitic language is an Afro-Asiatic language. Now, there's some other Canaanite language. Phoenician, which is an extinct language, is a Canaanite language, and Punic is an extinct language. It also is a Canaanite language, and the Canaanite language is a Semitic language, and the Semitic language is an Afro-Asiatic language. Now, Tigrinya is a Semitic language, and the Semitic language is an Afro-Asiatic language. Now, Tigrinya is the official language of the African nation of Eritrea, and it's also one of the official languages of the African nation of Ethiopia. And Tigrinya is classified as a Semitic language, and the Semitic language is classified as an Afro-Asiatic language. Now, Aramaic is classified as a Semitic language, and the Semitic language is classified as an Afro-Asiatic language. Now, varieties of Aramaic are Old Aramaic, Middle Aramaic, and Modern Aramaic. And Aramaic is classified as a Semitic language, and the Semitic language is classified as an Afro-Asiatic language. Nilo-Saharan language family. And the Nilo-Saharan language families are the Luo, and, uh, and it also include Dulo and Kanuri, and Kanuri also include Kanimbu and also Sunghay and Tiso and Nubian and Lubare, and also again the Lubare includes Low Lubare and Kalinga, which includes Nanda and Pokat, and also Lango. Lango is a Luo language. Then you have Dinka. Then you have Acholi, which is a Luo language. Then you have the Maasai. Then you have Ngambe. Then you have Nua. Then you have Fur. Then you have Tubu. And Tubu has two main dialects of the Zage and Tidage. And all the languages that I just mentioned are all Nilo-Saharan languages. Now we're going to get into another language family, the Niger-Congo language family. Niger-Congo language family are A and B's, and they are, in the Niger-Congo A and B languages are Kordofanian languages. The Mandi, which includes Bambara, the Mandi language, which includes the Bambara language, the Soniki language, and those are Mandi language. Then you have the Ijoid language, which includes Ijo and Defake. Then you have the Dogon language. Then you have the Atlantic language, which includes Wolof, and also includes Fule. Then you have the Kru language, which includes BT and Yahweh and Dade. Then you have the Sanufo language, which includes Sinari and Subyari. Then you have the Gur languages, which include Mo. Then you had a Manway language, which is Chambe. Then you had your Ubangi language, which is the Sango. Then you had your Kwe language, which includes Akan. Then you had your Volta Niger language, which is West Benue Congo. Then you had your Jibi language, which is Iwi. Then you had your Yoruba and Igbo languages. And then you also have your Edo language, your Nupe language, your Adome language, and your Tia language. Then you had your Bantu language family, including Swahili, Fang, Congo, Zulu, Swazi, and you also have Bita, Lingale, Kikuyu, Kembe, Gusi, Miru, Sukume, Inyawisi, Dogo, Tupe, Duende, Mbudu, Congo, Yake, Gende, Chige, Ingakori, Soge, Haye, Luya, Nenda, Rwanda, Runda, Hey, Lube, Sange, Tange, Ingakuse, Ingundu, Ingundi, Inyanji, Mbuke, Sine, Kue, Yawa, Ingulu, Makundi, Imbudu, Hiriro, Shone, Indau, Soto, Tiswane, Pida. Now, Soto is Tiswane. And then you have North Soto and Pida, South Soto, Tiswane. Then you have South Intermediate, North Intermediate, then Loza, Tisange, Tisway, Lange, Sopa, and Dinde, in all the languages. And there are possibly many more that are classified as the Niger, Congo, A and B language. Then you have your Khoi, San languages. Now you know your Khoi and San language are not just one people, but it's the Khoi people and the San people. It's two groups of people who speak the click consonant languages. And the Khoi people and the San people are not the same people. In many other languages, the Khoi people and the San people are either extinct or moribund. And I'm not proficient in trying to pronounce those click consonant names, names on. Not gonna even attempt to do that, but in your own independent research, for all those listening, the Khoi and the San, the Khoi people and the San people, is a language classification. Those are the click consonant language family. And then you have your Austronesian language family. And the Austronesian language is the national language of the Africa. It's the island nation of Madagascar, off the coast of the African continent. The Madagascar language is the westernmost member of the Malayo-Polynesian branch of the Austronesian language family. And the Malayo-Polynesian language is the language of Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines. And that is the Austronesian language family. Now, all the languages that I just spoke of in reference to African traditional religion, West African traditional religion. As I said earlier, we're going to get into our talk and our discussion on course code CTH 192, course title, Introduction to African Traditional Religion. Now I'm not going to go over the whole course team. This information is available, it's online, the National Open University of Nigeria online courseware. And we're going to go over some definitions in the very beginning. And we're going to get into the introduction. It says the need to understand religion in the context of African belief system and culture. cannot be under stress. It said man from his origin is born to worship God in a way his conscience and ability directs him to do. The study of religion is aimed at understanding the similarities and differences in religion, the truth in religion, and its relevance to the human society. It says, okay, Africa, with its diverse culture, has religion as a factor that helps people to live in harmony and work towards corporate development of the environment and the people. Therefore, an understanding of African traditional religion would create room for a clear understanding of the African people contextually within the framework of their belief system. Okay, that's what I want to get to. Okay, before I end this video, we're going to get into what is religion. It says this section is to look at the various definitions of religion. There is no one definition of religion because various scholars see religion from their own perspective. John Ferguson listed 17 definitions which can be organized into the following categories: theological, moral, philosophical, psychological, and sociological. We're going to get into it. Okay. The theological definitions of religion. Religion is believing in God. Religion is belief in spiritual beings. Religion is the life of God in the soul of man. Religion is a mystery at once awesome and attractive. Said above are the theological definition of religion because they center on the idea that religion has to do with God or supernatural spiritual powers. Religion as a belief in God connotes a common sense answer to what is religion, as announced by St. Thomas Aquinas, 1225, who said that religion denotes properly a relation to God. Religion being a belief in spiritual being is a rough summary of the view of the 19th century anthropologist E.B. Taylor, who held that in its earliest form, religion involved a belief in a hierarchy of spirits, from the Lord to the most powerful beings. Furthermore, religion is said to be the life of God in the soul of man, an idea which comes from the 19th century theologian W. Newton Clark, who stressed the two realities of God and the soul is necessary for religion to exist. Further still is the definition that relates religion to something mysterious that is. Religion is a mystery, awesome and attractive. This is an ideology credited to the 20th century German philosopher Rudolf Otto, who found essence of religion in the idea of the holy, which he claimed attracts people owing to its mystery and its power. In summary, the four definitions can be summarized thus: a theological definition makes the central criterion of religion belief in a transcendent power, which is usually personified as a supreme being, but is sometimes conceived as being diffused through powerful spiritual beings, or is held to be an impersonal, mysterious, supernatural force. That was the theological definition of religion. Now we're going to deal with the moral definition of religion. Religion is leading a good life. Religion is morality teamed with emotion. Religion is the recognition of all our duties as divine commands. Religion is a sum of scruples which impede the free use of our faculties. Morality deals with the provision of rules, norms, and directives on how people should live their lives in an acceptable manner according to moral theory. Religion is defined leading a good life. This definition is pregnant because it does not specify what morality entails. Others say that religion is morality teamed with emotion. This is an ideology by a 19th century British writer, Matthew Arnold, who expanded the moral definition of religion by insisting that human emotions or feelings must be added to morality before religion can become real. Religion is said to be the recognition of all our duties as divine commands, a theory of the 18th century philosopher Immanuel Kant's categorical imperative. He contended that there is a moral law which we all ought to obey. He continued that religion in essence exists when that moral law is interpreted as a commandment from God. So religion is defined as a sum of scruples which impede the free use of our faculties. This definition is attributed to Solomon Reinach, an early 20th century historian of religion. Although the negative reaction of religion is implied, yet it identifies the function of religion as the enforcement of external laws, attitudes, or customs, and thus can be classified as a moral definition. It said the above examples of the moral definition can be summarized thus. A moral definition makes the central criterion of religion a code of correct behavior generally affirmed by believers as having its source in an unquestionable authority. The definition of religion. Philosophically, religion is defined in terms of an abstract, usually as an impersonal concept. Some examples are as follows. Religion is what a man does with his solitariness. This definition is propounded by the 20th century philosopher Alfred North, where he identified the abstract notion of solitariness as the fundamental religious dimension within human existence. When one achieves a condition of the solitary as opposed simply to being alone or lonely, one has achieved a religious experience. Furthermore, religion is defined as the relation of man to his own being, but as a being outside himself. This assertion is related to the 20th century philosopher Ludwig Feuerbach's theory of religion as a human projection. It identified religion as existing whenever human characteristics such as love, power, knowledge are transferred to an imaginary being conceived as being outside, yet perfecting those human characteristics. Religion is also defined as an ultimate concern. This definition is offered by the 20th century theologian Paul Tillich. For him, religion is a relationship which people hold with that which concerns them ultimately. Obviously, this can be God or spiritual beings, but since it is much broader than this, it conveys an abstract idea which can be embodied in a variety of specific objects, symbols, or concepts. In summary, a philosophical definition makes the central criterion for religion the posting of an idea or concept, which the believer interprets as an ultimate or final in relation to the cosmic order and to human existence. That was the philosophical definition of religion. Now, the psychological definition of religion. Psychological definition of religion stresses that religion has to do with the emotions, feelings, or psychological states of the human in relation to the religious objects. Ferguson provides the following examples that religion is the result of seeking comfort in a world which dispassionately considered is a terrifying wilderness. This definition is attributed to the 20th century philosopher Bertrand Russell. It stresses that because of the misfortunes and sufferings they experience in the world, people seek comfort or consolation in religion. Furthermore, religion is some kind of profound experience. Ferguson attributed this definition to a schoolgirl, but since it stresses inner experience, it can be classified as a psychological definition. A 19th century theologian, Friedrich Schleiermacher, also described religion as a feeling of absolute dependence. Religion has also been defined as a universal obsessive neurosis. This definition falls within the viewpoint of the followers of the psychoanalytical school, Sigmund Freud, who defines religion as a psychological disturbance, one which, although universal, must be overcome if humanity is to attain psychological health. In summary, a psychological definition of religion makes the central criterion of religion feelings or emotions within people, which cause them to appeal to forces greater than themselves to satisfy those feelings. And that was the psychological definition of religion. Now we're dealing with the sociological definition of religion. The sociological definition of religion emphasizes on religion as a group consciousness embodying cultural norms or as a product of society in general. Ferguson listed the following definition which falls within this category. Religion is the opium of the people. This definition was classified by Karl Marx with the indication that religion results from the oppression of the masses by those in positions of social or economic power who use the message of religion to keep the oppressed content with their lot in this life in the hope of a just order in the next one. Religion thus plays a sociological function for both the oppressor and the oppressed. Furthermore, religion is defined as the conservation of values. This definition is attributed to the late 19th, early 20th century German philosopher Harold Hofding, though it reflects a widely held view of traditional sociologists such as Emil Durkheim or the 20th century anthropologist Bronislaw Maliszewski. He described religion as a conservative force within society, which defines the fundamental values of the group, and then maintains and enforces those values by an appeal to supernatural power. Also, religion is defined as a cooperative quest after a completely satisfying life. Though the emphasis of this definition seems to group it within the psychological, it falls within the cooperative quest and sociological category. There is no particular citation for this quotation by Ferguson, but he places it within the definition of some contemporary scholars, such as Martin Brzezinski, 1984, who said that religion is a quest for ultimate well-being. This can be concluded by saying whenever societies seek to attain the most satisfying life for their members, they are exhibiting religious concerns. 1965 echoed also the contemporary anthropologist William Lessig and Yvonne Vogt, 1965, echoed the definition of religion as a system of beliefs and practices directed toward the ultimate concern of a society. In summary, the The sociological definition makes the central criterion of religion the existence of a community, people, which is identified, bound together, and maintained by its beliefs and powers or forces greater than the community itself. Now, I'm just going to read this part here, and then, okay. Types of religious beliefs. There are different types of religious beliefs that include atheism, thus who deny the existence of God, but who still hold to a personal ideology that provides a guideline to their lives. Deism is a system of thought advocating natural religion based on human reason rather than revolution. Humanism is the assertion of the dignity and worth of man and his capacity for self-realization through reason. The humanist usually rejects supernaturalism. Monism recognizes only one kind of ultimate substance. Theism is the belief in God of God. Pantheism is the recognition of God in everything. It equates God with the force of laws of the universe. Polytheism is the belief in many gods. Henotheism is the worship of one supreme God in a pantheon of gods. Monotheism is the belief in one God. The three monotheistic religions are Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. The living world religions fall within one or more of the different types of religious belief mentioned above, and they include Hinduism, Buddhism, Taoism, Confucianism, Shintoism, African traditional religion, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. However, the concern in this paper is the major on African traditional religion and West African traditional religion in detail for it through understanding and comprehension. I'm gonna stop right there. And again, like I said, I'm gonna end this video. And again, my name is Eric D. Johnson, also known as BrightShine. I live in the city of Memphis, state of Tennessee, in the county of Shelby. I want to thank all my fans for my support, for your continued encouragement and support. And like I said, today is Sunday, and this Sunday afternoon, I will be shooting my music video, and very soon, you'll be able to enjoy it. Until my next video, you take care of yourself, and I wish each and every one of you the very best.